As the NBA season draws to a close and the All-Star break approaches, there are several teams that are on a roll and expected to make a splash in the postseason. Another group of teams is undecided about whether or not they will try to qualify for a play-in game, while another group of teams is on track to finish outside the top 10 in their respective conferences. Rather than concentrating on acquiring a high lottery pick in next year's draft class, the teams at the bottom would rather prioritize the development and progress of particular players who are integral to their long-term ambitions. Furthermore, there are other breakout players that could come from a competitive team, and they could be crucial elements in their lengthy postseason run if they do. After all that, here are 3 names that fans should keep an eye out for the rest of the year. Welcome to NBA players that will become breakout stars in 2022 after the All-Star break. Here we go. First up on our list at number 3, Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart is a hulking young guy who puts up a tremendous amount of effort into everything he does. He is still developing his offensive arsenal, which is lacking in several key components, but the Detroit Pistons have a bright young building block on their roster in him. Kelly Olynyk and Trey Lyles are 2 of the most important big men on their squad, but it is expected that their coaching staff will concentrate on improving the shortcomings in Stewart's game. Stewart found it difficult to compete with Mason Plumlee last season, but coach Dwayne Casey pushed him to his limits in the final 15 games of the season, and he flourished. Despite the fact that his offensive skill set needs to be refined, his relentless effort on the glass and on defense has put him in a position to start every game this season, as it appears that Detroit will finish the season with a losing record. Stewart is expected to receive more playing time in the final stretch and establish himself as a legitimate starting center in the NBA. Next up, the second player on our list is Chris Duarte. Considering the Indiana Pacers are rumored to be putting some of its key players on the trade market, rookie guard Chris Duarte may find himself in a more prominent role following the NBA trade deadline and All-Star break. This individual is a deadly long-range shooter who has the potential to develop into a consistent 40% three-point shooter over the course of his career. In his debut season, he has scored in double figures in the vast majority of his games, with this 27-point performance in their overtime triumph over the Golden State Warriors serving as a high point. Coach Rick Carlisle will almost certainly give additional playing time to Duarte. And finally, at number 1, we have Devin Vassell. Because of this decision that the San Antonio Spurs made to trade Brian Forbes to the Denver Nuggets, Devin Vassell has been given more opportunities to play off the bench. Derek White and DeJounte Murray will continue to be the Spurs' long-term starting backcourt, but Vassell has the potential to develop into a 6th player who will be featured in the team's closing lineup. This defense and quickness of this trio will be fantastic assets for Greg Popovich, and the future of this team appears to be bright once more. Vassell's offense is still lacking in terms of a high-level NBA wing, but the Spurs' layer development team is well known for helping players such as Kawhi Leonard and Tony Parker extend their skill sets and versatility. As Popovich gradually increases Vassell's playing time to more over 25 minutes per game, his confidence will rise, and he will be better able to create a well-rounded game. Players who have gone on to achieve greatness as role players include Alex Caruso, Duncan Robinson, and Fred VanVleet, all of whom had a difficult start to their careers. They, on the other hand, persisted in their efforts and seized the opportunity when it presented themselves. They are now receiving a considerable sum of money in compensation. It is now up to these 3 players to make the most out of their opportunities that have been provided to them. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.